We have 20 years to be crazy.
I can commit to that.
Cue the music, cue the music. I'm trying!
It's dark in here!
Oh, that's awkward.
He doesn't have YouTube Premium, there's an ad.
I know.
I like this, dude.
Give us lights.
So good.
Was that good for you?
Yeah. Do it again.
That was a bit of a gamble, I don't know. How's it going, everybody? Thanks for coming here, beautiful people. Amazing people here tonight. I just sodomized myself at like 2 seconds in. We got a good show ahead of us, I can tell you that much. You guys ready for Christmas, the holidays? Everybody's ready for that? All right, I can have a little bit of a Jewish crowd in here. That's cool. I don't think I'm going home for Christmas. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't really get along with my family. And also, my older sister and her boyfriend have a restraining order against me. I don't want to have to open my presents from 50 yards away. What'd you get? Socks! Cool! That'd be dark. Yeah, I had a little crash out this summer. I was taking some black market steroids. Chased a guy in my truck. I've been working on myself though, you know, working on my mental health at home, you know. I don't really want to see a doctor. I'm afraid they won't let me leave. I don't really have a therapist. I just, I call a crisis hotline. I'm like, hey, is Amanda there? I'm probably going to have to work on Christmas. Anybody else? There we go. We got the backbones of society here right now. Now, I work for the railroad. I'm a train conductor. Any autistic people? There we go. I got some autographs to sign. Yeah, due to the flood damage, the railroad took away our weekends from us, which they can do. So I've been honoring my Asian ancestors, being forced to work at the railroad. Feel connected to them. I've been working out of town a lot. I've been working over in Wenatchee, taking trains over there. And it's fun. The railroad, they put us up in these hotels. And it's a lot like summer camp for divorced dads. We get in a lot of trouble, you know. You drink too much. You wake up with a tattoo you didn't go to bed with. Because you haven't lived until you've been cut off at an Applebee's on a Tuesday. Sometimes we hit the hot tub, it's just 12 bearded men. Really just trying the limits of what chlorine can handle. Just ass and piss. One guy has crabs. Guilty. Waitress from Applebee's gave it to me. When you get hired out at the railroad, people ask me, you know, how'd you become a train conductor? And it's because a gold prospector and fur trapper weren't hiring. Had to do my best. But when you get hired out at the railroad, they send you to railroad college, which is like Hogwarts for men who owe child support. And it's out in Kansas City. And when I was there, I joined a frat. Kappa Kappa Choo Choo. And the dorms out there it's like a Motel 6 in the strip mall next to a Hooters. When you get a bunch of bearded men in overalls from around the country in a Motel 6 in Kansas, they're gonna find prostitutes pretty quickly. Like my hotel was scattered with them. They'd be playing Uno down in the front lobby. I never bought one of those. I'm not like a good person. I just get nervous, you know, what can I say? One guy stood out to me though. He was this big black dude from Oklahoma. His name was Big J. about 6'8", close to 400 pounds. And he was romantic. He would hire only one prostitute because she was about the same size as him. And he would have her come over specifically when there was like a storm, because Big J could lay it the fuck down, y'all. It's like Twilight when they had to play baseball during a thunderstorm. Big J had to fuck under the veil of thunder, okay? And his room was right next to me. I could hear it. I would see those dark clouds coming. I'm like, she's gonna be coming here tonight. And she would wear Juicy Couture sweatpants. When you're like 6'6" and pushing 400 pounds, that's not juicy. That's some fucking gravy. Yeah, their room was right next to me. I could hear them fuck. It sounded like two grizzly bears fighting over a salmon. An unstoppable force meets an unmovable object. Is it weird I wanted to watch them fuck, y'all? No. Thank you. This is a safe space. I wish I was like PETA from the Hunger Games, and I could like paint my face in disguise. They're like, why is the wallpaper jerking off? I've been working a lot, though. I've been working a lot, which is good. I had to get some work done on my house. And the guy who was working on my house started dating my little sister. And after I found out they were dating, he had the balls to ask me to leave a review. I was like, he'll do a good job, but he will fuck your sister. 4 stars. Got a plumber coming next week. Hope my mom is okay. Came home, the landscaping crew was running a train on my dad. I was like, afuera, afuera! I want you guys to visualize my dad and 3 Hondurans. And my dad like really knows himself. He's like getting into it, like, oh, cheers. I didn't want to be left alone in that visual. First time I seen my dad with mascara running down his face. I was watching the Elton John movie with my grandma. You guys seen it? Anybody? Yeah. Okay. And she was caught off guard because there was like gay sex scenes in it. She was like, "Oh my God, they should have warned us." I'm like, "They kind of did." It's called the Elton John movie. What do you think was gonna happen? I thought it was good. I support it. You know, it's Elton John, it's his life, and sex is a part of life. They had to show his sex life. But I saw they're making a Michael Jackson movie. Maybe leave that part out. That's going to be a horror movie really quick. I don't want to see Kevin from Home Alone getting sodomized at Neverland Ranch. Home Alone? I think there's someone in the basement. You guys hear that too? How my voices are getting a little louder. Yeah, I heard though that the Michael Jackson movie, they cast his actual nephew to play him in the first half. And in the second half, they got Miranda Cosgrove. She's gonna do great. We got a great show ahead of us, everybody. We got a lot of laughs. We have a lot of talented people here. Our first comedian, he's a beautiful man. If he decided to switch and he downloaded Grindr, his phone would be going off. He could use it as a rose toy. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Jack Stewart, everybody. I'm Tizomaxing tonight. I like it. It might be look. That's a beautiful man right there. Can we agree? Yeah. He's been in some movies, you know. He was the bear in The Revenant. He's also Medea's stunt double. Y'all done your Christmas shopping yet, anybody?
No.
Well, yes.
I need to start. I sold my computer the other day, so that's good. I went back and forth on the price with the guy. I was like, he was like 600. I'm like 700, 600, 700. I'm like 750, and I won't delete the porn off of it. The porn's of me. Our next comedian still has a hotmail.com Gmail or email. Ladies and gentlemen, the very funny Ben Malahan. Everybody make some noise. I kind of want to hear his wife's side of the story. I don't know.
Period.
When I met him, I asked for an autograph. I thought that was a Jonas brother with AIDS. I'm probably going to get beat up in the alleyway for that one. Ladies and gentlemen, our next comedian. A very sweet man, a very funny guy. I would honestly understand if he banged my mom and my aunt at the same time. I've seen him slowly morph into a young Mr. Rogers. Ladies and gentlemen, Matt Benoit, make some noise!
I ain't talking to tease. People like you.
There's no stool out here. All right.
Let's keep it going for Matt Benoit, everybody. It's a little tall, but I'm just gonna bask in the shame of being a 5'8" king.
Yeah.
Matt's a beautiful man, sweet man. Single, ladies, single. He's got a condom that's been in his wallet since Obama was president. It looks like an old bike tire by now. Good guy, reminds me of my dad. My dad is an interesting dude. Whether, like, he means well, he's like an Asian dude who's like deaf and like kind of disabled, but like, there was one time at work, not Matt's like that, Matt's sweet, but I used to do towing. I used to tow cars, stay in school. And one time at work, I found a dead body, and I got on the news for it. And I got picked up on the news, and it got taken to a Facebook community page where all the great minds of society gathered. Yeah, the Lake Stevens community page, they got the bright idea that I was the killer. And so my phone started going off. I'm like, what the hell is this? And they started being like, I can talk about because the Statue of Liberties is passed. But they started saying I did it. And then like my sweet like autistic dad got on the comments and like 1v50'd all these bitches on there. And at first he was arguing with them, then he just started roasting them. Like Helen would be like, I think he did it. And my dad would be like, why don't you have custody of your kids, Helen? Barbara would be like, they should question him. And my dad would be like, looks like you cut your bangs at home, Barbara. That was the best thing my dad's ever done for me. It was amazing. He was really good. I saw his fingers going. I was like, damn, no wonder he's been married for 30 years. It stressed him out. I gave him a gout attack. I remember afterwards, I got a rehearsal after this. I'm in a YMCA cover band, by the way. And my dad was stressed out, and I took a cool rag, I put it on his head, and I was like, that'll do, pig. That'll do. Our next comedian is very funny. She was in Alaska this morning. She's an international woman. Ladies and gentlemen, Megan Elwood. You may know her from Seattle Comedy Competition, or Moms Unhinged, or if you ever shopped at a Target.
Make some noise for Seth. They are so cute at that age, I'm telling you.
Make some noise for Megan, everybody.
Damn! Oh!
Where the dollar bills at? I take quarters too. I'm in Medea the musical. Megan, be careful now. She's talking about I'm cute. If you're gonna bark, I'm gonna bite. I will try to hit on her. I like a woman with a Roth IRA, you know. I like a woman who's at medical compensation for some shit from the 90s. I like that. I like a woman who gets hot flashes. We got a very funny guy coming up. He kind of mogs me because I'm half Asian, he's full, so I'm kind of jealous. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for John Lee, everybody.
Thank you.
John Lee, everybody. I'm dressed as the guy that shot John Lennon. My favorite ride at Disneyland is when you leave the park and your Uber driver's an Asian woman. I can say it, it's okay, relax. I'm part. The lower part.
That's not true.
It's not small, it's just pixelated like the Japanese porn. It's kind of small too, okay? It's chilly, I had to walk here. My dick looks like a robin's egg right now. Speaking of, no. Our next comedian, you're not supposed to have favorites, but he's kind of my favorite. I think he's hilarious. One of the just most creative, just absolutely hysterical. He's got a podcast that's called Karate Tolstoy. The listeners are him and the FBI. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise. Brett Emerson! Sex with me is like a snowplow driver. The women only show up when you got white powder.
No one can beat that. All right.
Sex with me is like a pineapple. It really matters which way you put it in.
Where is a place you'd like to go on vacation? Ireland. Sex with me is like Ireland. This should be good.
Sex with me is like Ireland. It likes to be abused by British people. Sex with me is like a Jersey. You're usually belligerently drunk and you got nacho cheese on your belly.